Okay, so in this game, you can set up, you can save replays of battles that you want to, save. And this helps me out kind of narrate what's going on because, I already played through it and I don't have to focus on doing the strategies in real time. So this is kind of a showcase of the chaos by fighting them using the Lizardmen. This was a custom battle, so for custom battles, it's not in a campaign or anything. You're just setting it up. You're creating armies with set amounts of funds, and then you have the armies pitting off against one another. So this battle takes place at the lizard kind of home world. Not really. It's it's the Fallen Gates. It's kind of a religious site for the Lizardmen, and the Chaos Invasion is coming in and trying to destroy that. So the front line of defense for our Lizardmen is these temple guards, mean-looking guys with skulls on their heads. We have some chameleon skinks as skirmishers who kind of, spit them darts at people. We have this ancient salamander, as well as the smaller salamander hunting pack that can shoot giant fireballs that explode, which are pretty rad. We have more temple guards back here that are getting buffed by the surrounding skink priest. No, that's not the skink priest. Where is he? This is the skink priest. You can see that. Oops. You can see that guy with the funny headdress. This is an ancient stegodon, engine of the gods. You'll see what he can do later on. These are Kroq-Gars, cohort of Hawatl, and they punch shit. This is the largest unit in the game, the Dread Saurian of Lustria. He's massive, and he just creates a whole bunch of chaos. Not chaos, havoc, let's say. We have some cavalry, if you can call them that. They're just lizardmen riding other dinosaurs. And then we have our general, Kroq-Gar, who is this fierce Saurian warrior riding on top of his mount. He's pretty much T-Rex, but I can't really remember his name. So one of our weakest departments here is actually artillery. The Chaos have brought in 2 hell cannons, which are highly explosive, have a lot of armor-piercing damage and big area of effect, so they're going to cause a lot of damage to our lines. They also brought chosen Chaos warriors with great weapons, chosen warriors with axes and shields, and chosen more with great weapons. They also brought the Demon Spew, which are gross corrupted guys. Yuck. They brought a Chaos Giant, Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, who's going to be one of the toughest opponents from the Chaos. He just decimates infantry and large units alike. And they also brought smaller Shaggoths that have special lightning abilities. And of course, the main man himself, Archaon, the Everchosen, who is good at both fighting in melee as well as hardcore fire spells. Okay, cool. So the artillery is going to be our main problem, but what I didn't mention is in here we're hiding this unit of Ripperdactyls, which are melee-based pterodactyls. So if we start this, we can see that Archaon is starting off the firebolts at our units, as well as some hell cannons firing straight at our guys. They kind of missed, but you can see the people that they did hit, they did pick them up pretty well. But now we have our Ripperdactyls moving in to hopefully cause some chaos behind those enemy lines in those artillery. As you can see, they're continuously firing, causing damage to our front lines. So we want to try to get our guys in there as quick as possible. Their greatest weakness is a lack of skirmisher units. So right now, they're setting ducks. They can't fire on our flying units until we actually get on the ground and start attacking. So what's happening here is that they are now freaking out. Their back lines are getting disrupted. Our Ripperdactyls are kind of tearing into the Chaos Dwarfs that are running the Hell Cannons. They're bringing in units, and nope, never mind. They've decided it's a lost cause. Their Gore Chariot Beasts are trying to take them out, but we already got to the second Hell Cannon. So as you can see, they're kind of moving in. Now the textures look a little goofy because I have to run it on medium for good speed, but just keep that in mind. So have this on slow motion. Now we can see that they are cruising in, trying to plow through our lines, because that's really the only option they have left. They don't have any artillery left to hit us from afar with, but we still have some artillery in terms of our salamanders. You can see they're shooting fireballs, and this hunting pack of them really gets the damage done. You can see they don't do a whole lot against large units, so we're going to refocus on infantry instead. We got to move in our temple guard to try to hold off these big boys as long as we can. And as you can see, we're refocusing on the infantry, and they're doing a much better job at causing widespread damage on them. Our skirmishers are also getting a couple rounds off. And if we look here at this little vortex, our Skink Priest of the Heavens is calling in one of my favorite spells of the game, where they just drop a big fucking meteor on top of the enemies. We pretty much destroyed that demon spew or severely hindered them. And now we're having another spell, which is our Ancient Stegodon, Engine of the Gods, who's going to use pretty much an orbital laser to cut through this line of chosen infantry. We can see that our first line of defense for the Temple Guards got pretty much destroyed by all of the stuff they threw at us, and this Cast Giant even got into the back lines. We're starting to get a little bit of lag because of all of the different units clashing with one another. But yeah, we pretty much lost that front line, so we got to bring in our back line to hold them off and protect our salamanders and our stegonons. Archaon came in south to try to get in on the action. We kind of have him and the Shaggoth are trying to get through our line of Temple Guards, but they're holding steady. So we are going to get Kroq-Gar in and help out, as well as our Dread Saurian, the Shredder of Illustria, to try to help out in those back lines. So these Chaos are kind of scary. We pretty much took out that Shaggoth, but this other one is kind of creating havoc. And here you can see the chain lightning that the other smaller dragon ogres, the special ones, can help out with. Let's see how our Dread Saurian is doing. He's just chomping people. We get another spell over there. Our Dread Saurian is battling with that Cast Giant. Oh. And it looks like... Is he out? Is he down? No, we just weakened him, but now our Dread Saurian is going back into the back lines. Kroq-Gar is in combat with one of the Shaggoths, and it looks like we have repositioned our salamanders well, and now we can start hitting all of the bad guys from afar. Let's check in on the Saurian, the Dread Saurian. Whoops, that's rocks. So we can see that he just makes those chosen look so small in comparison with how massive this guy is. This Shaggoth is coming in for another try at him, but that Shaggoth is so close to death that he is not going to last long. Sorry for the lag again. Ooh, and then we have another round of our Engine of the Gods coming in to really cut a line through that back line of Chaos Infantry, and that Shaggoth has been taken out. We can see that all of our Temple Warriors in this area have been destroyed by Archaon, but our Kroxicors and Kroq-Gar are holding pretty strong. Our Salamander squad is still raining down some death from afar, and we're going to get a second meteor strike in on this main group, and that impact pretty much destroyed what was left of them, and this salamander fire has shattered the morale of this entire group of people, completely finished up with the melee from the Stegodon of the gods, or ancient Stegodon. And that's pretty much it. With that mass rout, it just shattered the morale of everyone else. And now we are just in pursuit. That big ass Dreadsaurian is lumbering around to take out the rest of the people that are routing. And we've successfully defended our fallen gates. Cool.